Tonight's show is brought to you by the Dank Carnival. That's right, bitch. Storylines are back. So turn off that slop and tune in to something worth your time. It doesn't matter if you're riding the little yellow bus or crying alone on a plane like Jeff Lane. Just find your favorite chair and get your shit together, because all the cool cats are watching JCW Lunacy. So spoon up, fuck boys. The Friskies are fully loaded.
Might as well be all about it. So who's the enemy? I guess we got beef. Looking like a warrior, but feeling like a chief. Nobody said tripping. This is so perfect. And once you get your first dose, you be
the Giants jersey. Giants jersey is home because the Giants suck and they're an embarrassment to me, Joe. Okay?
What are you doing here, Bruce?
We're getting up for this.
What are you doing here? EC3 man.
Again. We're gonna go down the EC3 road again, Joe.
Krule? Vince? Really? Krule? We're going down that road?
Joe, I think there's some things you don't understand about me, and I want to make them perfectly clear to you. Joe, I've been in this business for 35 years, and I've worked with the biggest pricks in this business. You just saw Dark Side of the Ring, my new book, Total Nonstop Agony. Eric Bischoff, he's a bitch. There's a lot of bitches. And that's why I was sitting home for 14 years. Until I get the call from you. Vince, I want you to come out. Denver, remember Denver? That was my first show. I want you to come out, check out the show. And here we are, 10 months later. And I gotta tell you what I learned in those 10 months. You don't belong in this wrestling business. And let me tell you why. Because of what's in here, man. Because you care. Not only for this company, you care about the people in this company, Joe. And that's what brought me back. You were different, man. You weren't like the others, Joe. So everything I do, Joe, is for you. And I told you that on day one. It's for JCW. It's for that locker room. I want the world to be watching JCW. That's what I want, Joe. And that's why I'm here. This was never personal. This was always for you. This was always for us. JCW, man, whatever it takes. And that is a good thing.
Vince, I'm not hard to get along with. Alright? I'm a likable guy. I'm fairly reasonable and I'm fair. Alright? So why is it you and I have such a hard time getting along and riding together? Maybe, Vince, just maybe, it's the jerseys, the New York attitude, the baseball bat, Vince. Why must we conduct ourselves like savage gorillas? Why can't we get together and do what obviously we both share a deep passion for? I have no problem admitting how much I admire you, okay? I just know this. If what you say is true, and JCW lives in your heart the way you say it does, I don't see any reason why you and I can't play the game together, my friend. Break your door down, snatch your ass up the couch, just start stomping you in front of your wife. Then ask that if she want the gun of the night. Nigga, if we was a gang, you'd be scared to walk the streets.
We need to have a sit down and have a talk. You all challenged me to this Gore Games 5-on-5 match, right? It's pretty cool. Alright, when we win Gore Games, one of your guys comes and works for my crew.
When the JWO wins it, at BLOODYMANIA 19 of gathering other juggalos.
That's right.
Gore Games, one of your pathetic, cruel rodents, comes and rise with your kids. JWO for a month.
Got a deal.
Josh, tell them what you remember.
I remember receipts.
Bronson and Konley.
I have to tell you guys, I will not be on a team that night.
Whoa, do that, do it.
Hold on, you're a leader. You're a leader. So taking my place that night will be somebody I have found, an extremely talented gentleman.
Really?
You'll find out by the end of tonight.
Saddest day of my life is when your mother, my dear sweet Barbara, while giving birth, died when it should have been you. Since I'm your father, we call this child abuse. 25 years. And I know that my dear sweet Barbara is looking down from above. And I know that she's smiling because you deserve this.
The following contest is your main event!
Now let's not get crazy.
Oh,
Backfist. And it could be burning hammer time.
Oh, hey, that's Josh Bishop!
Bishop and these two guys. Wait a minute.
Galen doesn't see!
Stunner! Courtesy of the 1%er. It's a JWO.
What is this now?
It looks like a peace offering. And the JWO, the colors of the JWO.
And Joe, did you catch the back there? It says EC3. It looks like he's in.
EC3 is JWO for life. And apparently, the fifth man is Gore Games.
We represent. If somebody lose heart and start the plot, then little fishes sign the bitches that we drop. So tell the FBI you pull a death-defying stunt. Light a bloody shotgun it up your wife's cunt. Smack her fat ass up and tweak a titty nipple. If juggalos jumble, eat a fucking city cripple. You like it we don't bang bang as if we did. It wouldn't be a damn thing to split your wig. If it was true and our crew did what hatchets do, we got through the neck your head attaches to. Team 17. You're living a dream.
Homie, who owes you cash? Who taught you how to use the bomb for the glass? I don't know much, but I gotta assume that when you hit your first net, your homies was in. You talk about homies, homies. Talk about the dogs of love. Motherfucking homies, homies. Talk about homies, homies. Talk about the dogs of love. Homies, homies.
Nasty little quick, I'm from the gutter, born on the echo side. There's a child in the power lines, eating pesticides, fantasize about homicide. Every day I rise, who gon' get it next? I got that list, but though I can't decide. Bullet in your mullet, boy, your body, it ain't hard to hide. Suckers don't stink when you fill them with formaldehyde. Willie was a bigot, but I turned him to a funny guy. No swerve to the side, hair chunks in the sky.
We're going chicken hunting, pal.
Damn, I was on mute, wasn't I, the whole time?
Yep.
Well, there goes that stuff for nothing. Well, let's just start that all over again. Welcome to the show, the craziest show on JCW Lunacy. That is HMG Insanity. I am your host, Jimmy D. He is my co-host, Whoop Whoop Brandon, and we are live on Mini Crips YouTube channel, the Twitch, and of course on the Patreon after the fact. Brandon, what a wild few weeks of lunacy, man. It's been getting crazier in a good way.
Yep, like the last week's episode, they were at about over like 55,000 last I checked.
Yeah.
All right, let me see what the viewership for the latest one.
I think the last I checked it was just over 30, I think. I could be wrong.
31.
There we go, 31. And that was a jump. I literally saw it jumping from like 29 to 31 just a few hours ago, man.
Really? Okay, so people are catching. Yeah, so that's a good thing about Lunacy is that it's on YouTube. You can catch it when it premieres. You can catch it, a day or so later, or however long later you need, before you can actually get a chance to watch it. But it's there for you.
Well, I always catch it right before we do the show because I'd rather be more fresh. You know what I mean? Before we actually do the show, because sometimes after a few days you might forget. Look, I'm guilty of that. I skip segments sometimes. I'm like, oh yeah, then we have to go back. So I hate doing that. So I try to watch it right before we actually went live right here, right now. So that way I can be more focused, shall we say. But it has been a wild last 2 weeks, man. I'm looking forward to all the things that are coming up with JCW, man. I'm actually quite pumped because again, just quietly, and it feels like it's building momentum too, man. I've even noticed on the internet, like, there's a lot of talk now on JCW, and I'm talking about even little documentaries that are being made about the resurgence of the show. You know what I'm saying? Well, not that it's even a resurgence because there was no real show, and not too long ago, if you get my drift. It was just basically an independent company, and we had like pay-per-views and stuff here and there, of course, that we could watch. But for the most part, Lunacy is like a new era, really, for JCW.
Yeah, and it's led them into, honestly, heights I've never. Just success is amazing that they've seen this last year, especially.
It's crazy, man. It's good to see.
And the growth, the buzz, like they are one of the hottest and most talked about companies right now. They're catching everybody's attention.
They truly are, man. I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Look, I've noticed is a lot of people doing a lot of documentaries now on Lunacy, which is cool to see. And you know what? They're pretty well done. I mean, I can't remember who they are and whatnot, but I'm sure all you have to do is type up Lunacy documentary or whatever, and it'll come up, or a JCW one, whatever you want to type, but it will definitely come up. But it's good to see, man, because everyone's starting to talk about it. I've even seen people saying, it's even better than WWE right now. And in terms of storylines, it's hard to argue, man.
That's one thing they do a really good job with is they know they can't beat them on production. They know they can't beat them on budget, but here's what we can beat their ass in. We can beat their ass in character development, storylines, angles, and doing a better job of filling plot holes and inconsistencies, and like actually putting effort into the show and making sure everything clicks, everything makes sense. To the point where they even, they got people in creative that are kind of like, a second set of eyes to go over everything and make sure, okay, we're good.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. You know what else I've been getting into, funny enough, and if Jeff is in the chat, I'm just gonna put my thumbs up because the All Access show is actually brilliant with Jeff Lane and Mac Davis, and especially this past week. It was actually very well done. And man, I had a good laugh about the little rib going on with Jeff about flying home all alone and stuff. It kind of made me laugh. But no, man, guys, I'm sure you guys pretty much check it out. But do yourselves a favor and go and check All Access. It's JCW All Access, that is. Right after Lunacy goes off the air with Jeff Lane and Mac Davis. You won't be disappointed. Like Cold Blooded says, it's the era of the jugglers, pal. Whoop whoop, indeed, cold blooded. He also says Barnabas just murked his own daughter. That's what I call entertainment. Dude, I don't know if you saw last week's episode, but man, it was hard to watch initially. Not in a bad way, in a good way, but just it was shocking, you know?
It evoked real emotion in you by watching that. It's like, oof. Like that, and that's the idea. You're supposed to evoke emotion. Like, dude, I want to, in a weird way, like, I want to see Danny kind of kick Barnabas's ass after this.
Well, yeah, I mean, absolutely. But now I'm even more intrigued after what we saw this past week. Tear of the chop. Absolutely, Mantis.
So I was listening to a couple of recent Coach and Bros, and on there, did you know that was actually Vince actually said that he didn't agree with the punch. He thought the backhand was enough, and Violent J is like, "No, the punch. We got to go. We're gonna keep the punch in."
Shout out to Violent J for that one, because I agree.
That was the right call. Like it
was the right call.
It put way more heat on Barnabas that he would actually do that.
Bro, when was the last time you've seen something even close to that? And you know what? I dare say we've seen male on female type of, work on television in the past when it comes to professional wrestling, but none to the point where it evoked that sort of emotion, if that makes any sense.
Because it's not just two competitors having a fight in the back. It's a father punching his daughter in the face. If we didn't have that storyline and emotional attachment to it, we wouldn't have felt the emotions we felt.
Just thinking about it, like, it brings a smile. I know it sounds crazy because I'm smiling about it, but I'm smiling because of the reaction it got. It got the fans. Everyone was like, "Whoa, like what the hell, man?" And I dare say it's going to be one of those moments in Lunacy history that you just won't forget, because that's what you call making a moment, and it truly is. And shout outs to Danny Moe, because I mean, she really sold that so freaking well, and Barnabas as well. I mean, you could believe it, bro. You could believe that that's truly father and daughter.
It's because the performances are amazing. Like Barnabas is he's going all in on being this, just like, I wish you were never born, so now I'm going to take my frustration, my 2.5 decades of frustration out on you.
Oh man, I just can't wait to see where this goes. Imagine there was a cage match between these two. My God. or I quit match or something. I mean, it can't be a normal wrestling match, surely. It's just, you don't do a blow off to this type of feud with a normal wrestling match. You just can't.
Cinematic match, like a Carnival of Horror cinematic match or something like that.
That'll be interesting. That'll be very interesting.
It takes place at the original carnival she was left behind in. They fight in the ruins of it or something like that.
It'd be cool if it was actually at the gathering of the Juggalos. Like, that's where it really happened, at the very first one or something like that. You know what I mean? Which would be interesting, because then you could film it at the gathering and make it seem like it was, you know what I mean? So imagine the mother's not really dead though, all along, and then but you can't actually. It's now that's going supernatural and stuff. But then again, why can't you go supernatural, right? I mean,
it's JCW. Anything is possible. And we got guys and the people there who are running it and writing it. They can make it work.
It'd be interesting, man. You know what's cool about also All Access, by the way? Hey, see all the outtakes and stuff, and the you actually see the real life producing that Vince Russo actually does on the show, which is also a great take if anyone hasn't seen it. But
they even hit in the show how him and Violent J, work together producing a scene or producing a shot.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. It's just amazing to see all the pieces put together. It just seems like a fun environment to work in. Everyone seems happy. No one seems mopey. It just seems like no one's walking on eggshells.
It's a team and a family, and they're all working together to be the best they can be.
Absolutely, man. And I want to see JCW go to that next level. It has already, but it can even go even higher if they really want to.
the sky is the absolute limit. Like, I really believe they're going to achieve major success because they're making waves. They're making waves. Like, I really believe JCW is a big reason why WWE could be making some of the creative changes they've been making. Did you catch SmackDown last night?
I haven't watched SmackDown yet, right? But everyone is crapping on about it like it was the best thing since sliced bread.
It's for them.
I'm getting texts everywhere.
For them, it was a huge improvement. It was probably the best SmackDown they've done in a very long time, and a lot of it was because of Chelsea Green. And they actually did some. She had her cut a shoot promo to open the show. Did an angle with her having to relinquish the title to Nick also before he decided to go, hey, you know what? Instead, you got 30 days to get cleared. If you need to get a face mask, get a face mask.
So she's still champion?
She's still champion.
Interim or world?
They weren't really that clear on that.
Because there's rumor that Rhea could also relinquish her title. And if that's the case, that would make Chelsea Green the legitimate WWE Women's Champion.
On the last SmackDown, she was like they said she was the actual champion, and she was wearing the same shirt.
She is technically the actual champion, but when you're interim, that means Rhea still has her championship. Do you get me? So she's the champion until Rhea comes back, basically.
Right, because Rhea's not going to be back till 2027.
Right.
Like I think they had made the call to. Because it seemed like they had made the call to make her the official champion because she came out with that's when she had the shirt interim and then had it scratched out permanent, and they announced her as well on the commentary as the actual women's champion, not interim, but they made sure like she was the
I don't know, but like you said though, they're not 100% clear on it either, so you just don't know with WWE in the way they just do things, but it is what it is. Also, I heard that Cody Rhodes killed it in this show as well. People were crapping on about that.
He did good as well. Yep, he did good. Kevin Owens had a good promo.
Hunk and Owens apparently hit it out the park too with their promos. And
the main event was good.
What was the main event?
It was Tiffy defending her United States Women's Championship against JC Jane. And during that, Chelsea came out to try to, because Fatal Influence kept getting involved, she came out for backup. And then Tiffany decided to sacrifice herself to do like a moonsault to the outside to take out Fatal Influence, who were about to come after Chelsea, which then as soon as she got in the ring, JC hit her finish 1, 2, 3.
Well, nice. Okay. So it seems like I need to watch this show too. Maybe WWE's turning a corner. But you know what? Don't hold your breath. One good show doesn't mean shit.
Right. We've seen it happen a million times before. Like, hey, they actually, the squirrel found a nut.
And I don't even know if they meant it or not at this point. Was it meant to be great? Like they went into it like we're going to change shit up and go in it and make it good? Or did they just fluke it?
Honestly, it's 50-50. It felt like they did kind of have a little bit of conscious, knowledge of, okay, we need to kind of hit the reset button and make some changes, do things a little bit differently. Or they could have just got lucky. They could have just got blind lucky.
And I'm feeling it's the latter. Even though I know WWE, I don't care what anyone says. They should know better, man. The people that work there should know how to fucking book a fucking wrestling show, right? I mean, come on.
With the years of knowledge and experience in that right.
Please. That's why I don't believe that they just can't be that incompetent. Salud, Brandon. We both took a swig at the same time. Indeed.
Another big change, another big thing that happened on SmackDown is Tala Tonga and Tama Tonga are now the tag team champions with Haku as their manager. I'm sorry. I'm super excited to see Haku back on TV.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, he's a legend, man, and a freaking tough one at that too. No, for sure, man. Absolutely. Look, I will watch it. But now that everyone's telling me, like, you should watch it. I almost thought they were trolling me. But I guess you're saying it too. So I guess it must have been freaking pretty good. But we'll wait and see. I want wrestling to be good all the way around, man. That's the important thing.
The first 15 minutes is some of the best television that WWE's produced in I don't know how long.
Years, would you dare say, or just months?
Last year.
Okay. J12 says TD Time lost the US title. Orale. What up, J12, man? Thank you for joining us, man. Yeah, well, TD Time, no time. But forget titties or not. We should talk some JCW Lunacy, unless there's any other news that we need to touch on that I'm not aware of, Brandon. Is there anything?
Nothing I'm aware of.
Nada. I'm sure if it was important enough, we'll know about it. But J12 says, who's tougher? Haku in a bar or Jimmy T with the Kangaroos? Oh, man, come on, bro. It's easy. Me with the Kangaroos. Fuck that, bro. What do you mean? I'll be fucking bouncing off with the Kangaroos right on out the freaking bar, bro. If I had to face Haku, fuck that shit. And I've seen Islanders fight too, bro. They're mongrels, man. They will rip ears off. They don't give a fuck, man. Straight up. They'll bite, they'll scratch, they'll claw, literally.
You've seen that viral video that was like almost 20 years ago of that dude who a kangaroo had his dog in like a headlock.
Oh, yeah,
and he squares up to it and punches the kangaroo right in the face and lets go, and then it squares up to him.
Yeah, dude, they really do know how to box, bro. They'll box you. But the thing is, you know what's worse? Forget their punches. It's their kicks.
The kicks, yep.
They will literally, I'm telling you, dude, you get kicked by a kangaroo, your whole insides are fucking like destroyed. Like they kick that hard because of their tail. They sit on their tail and just bang, kick you. You know what else they do? They go in the middle of like a pond or a lake, right? And we'll just stand there. It looks weird, especially like if you see a shadow or it's at night. But they'll sit in the middle, hoping that an animal or a dog even will come in the water, and then they drown them in the middle of the water. And then
those are smart fuckers.
They're smart, man. They don't fuck around. Fuck with their kids as well. They will absolutely chase you, man.
Ooh.
I'm telling you now, and you're not getting away from them. They're gonna fuck you up. That's true. I'm telling you, man. I see kangaroos. They're around, Doc. They're around, man. Like every time, we're building more out on the outskirts, we're going into their territory. So they're starting to get around. You know what I mean? You start seeing them a lot more often. But anyway, everyone wants to talk kangaroos though in the chat. Manta says kangaroos are surprisingly big, and I'm fucking huge. So am I. I'm a big dude too. And goddamn, he goes, I was feeding one, then it started kicking the shit out of a trailer. Holy shit. Damn, would you go to the zoo? I'm assuming you're from the US, right, Mantis? Just out of curiosity. I mean, I don't know if we've got that many Australian listeners, but I just want to know that because here you do see him pretty frequently. But yeah, so the point of the story is don't fuck with kangaroos. Thank you, J12, for that one, by the way. Anyway, let's get into Lunacy, shall we, Brando? Because we see Vinny Roo going up to Violent J in the back, and Jay asks where his Giants jersey is. Surprisingly, though, Russo says, I'm not wearing because they suck. So instead, he's wearing a Cubs jersey for whatever reason. Anyway, and he also called him an embarrassment. But back to the story at hand, though, because Russo says and complains about EC3, and Violent J complains about Krule. Vince goes on to say that he's been in the business for 35 years and has worked with the biggest pricks in this business. He straight away calls Eric Bischoff a bitch and says that's why he sat home until he got the call from Jay. But then Vince continues on by saying that there are 10 months later, and they hear 10 months later and says Violent J doesn't belong in the wrestling business because basically he's just, too nice, he's essentially saying. He also goes on to say that what brought him back is because he's different. He says everything he does for Violent J and JCW, he says he wants the world to watch JCW. And then Violent J says he's not hard to get along with and says he's actually likable and reasonable and fair, and wonders why they can't get along anyway. Violent J continues on by saying maybe it's Vince's jerseys or the baseball banner and that New York, attitude. He asks why they can't get together and get along. He says he doesn't see why they can't play the game together, and then they shake and hug. Is this the beginning of a new era between the two of them? Can they get along this time, Brandon?
I don't know, but I'll say this: like everything Vince said there about Violent J and those are his real feelings. But put him in character. Like he said that's how he really feels on his various podcasts and other shows that he does.
No, really. I mean, it's hard to keep up with Vince. By the way, he's going to
including being pissed off at the Giants and how bad they are.
I mean, when was the last time the Giants were even half decent, bro? No pun intended, Vince. I'm just saying.
15 years ago.
Well, I mean, jeez. I wonder why a New Yorker would go for like a team in, like, out of state. It's weird.
Because they're actually originally from New York, and that was his dad's favorite team.
Oh, really? Well, they're actually from New York, so it's like what's it called?
Dodgers. They're originally from Brooklyn.
The Dodgers. Yeah, the LA Dodgers coming from Brooklyn originally. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're 100% right.
Yeah, this is what I hate about. See, now you got me on a change of course again now, Brandon. But one thing I can't stand about American sports is how a lot of teams move around to other states. I mean, if you were like a real hardcore fan, like just say you were from where you are, right, from Kansas, and the Chiefs moved out, right? Just say, oh no, you're not from Kansas. You are from Kansas technically, but you're from St. Louis.
That's Missouri.
It's two Missouris, man. It confuses me, bro. Or two Kansases, sorry, whatever I don't know. I'm confused, Brandon. What's going on here? But you get my drift.
I totally do. Being from St. Louis and living through the greatest show on turf and seeing that Super Bowl win, and watching them go back to Los Angeles, I felt, dude, I lived it. I lived it, bro. I lived it, bro.
I can't see how bitter do you feel that? Like, is that still your team technically, in your eyes?
Not really, no. Because now we've adopted the Battlehawks from the what's that? Like with the XFL and the other one merged too.
Oh, I can't even remember right now. But basically, you went for them after that, and just
a lot of it is because we were so the city was so, or at least the St. Louis area was so pissed. It's like, and then once the XFL brought the Battlehawks over, it's like, yeah, we got a team now. Fuck you.
Yeah, but now there's a team though. No more XFL.
Well, they merged with that other one, and they're still active.
What league do they play in?
I think it's like the UFL.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, you're right. They merged them. I forgot, dude. You're right. No, I'll take that back. All the XFL teams either merged or gone to the UFL. You're right. Totally. My bad. Well, anyway, it sucks. That's what I hate about that, man. I hate that. If that was like a thing here, which has happened, but it's never frequent. It's very rare when it does happen. Like, how do you go for this team again? Especially like the Raiders that go back and forth. They're like the biggest sluts in friggin' football, bro.
There was a joke in the movie Basketball. They actually, like, that was one of the things they railed against modern day sports, was like they were ribbing on it, and they did a bit where the Raiders moved to the Oakland Raiders moved to Los Angeles and then back to Oakland. No one in Los Angeles seemed to notice.
I mean, shit, it would drive me nuts. Anyway, let's get back to Lunacy, shall we, Brando? Because we see.
Yeah, we're going way off the tracks.
Yeah, I know. We do that on this show sometimes, man. Just cut us some slack. Joel Gurner does his usual intro and introduces Josh Bishop, and then includes Josh with his usual dirty lines, which is very dirty, shall we say. Actually, this was old school Gurner. This is the first time I've seen ECW sort of old school Gurner on Lunacy, to be honest. Because usually when he does those type of promos, those were always on the ECW shows back in the day. If you remember any of them. While Brando's having a good feast over there.
Sorry.
That's all right. Go for it, man. Eat, man.
Yeah, it's like, The old Andrew Dice Clay Sal ones.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're right. J12. I was actually thinking that as I was watching him, thinking to myself, I wonder how he went. How do you think he would have gone, actually, Brandon? Would have he? I mean, shit. You think he would have freaking crushed it, right?
I think so, but at this time, their roster is a little bit kind of loaded. Where would he fit in? Where would he fit in? I think he would do well. Maybe in TNA. Maybe in TNA. That keeps him on their radar.
AEW. He
What's
definitely would not work in AEW. He's too big.
No. Yeah, exactly.
He's too big.
Honestly,
seriously, it's a joke. But anyway.
But yeah, I could see WWE being like, now's not really the time. We're going to keep an eye on you and we'll keep it on your radar. We'll talk to our buddies in TNA, see if we get you signed there. That way you still can work other dates, get more experience, get more reps, and then once a spot opens up, we'll give you a call. Something like that.
Yeah. True. But then why do tryouts in the first place as well? Sometimes that, I think, then why are you even doing that? But Mantis says he was born in
maybe
Vegas
to see if that's the direction they should go with him in. Like they're thinking, okay, like we don't have anything for him right now, but
see if he's ready, or if he's improved and whatnot.
Yeah, just to evaluate and see where he is, and then go from there.
Interesting. I still think he's got a bright future, though. I truly do think that.
Absolutely, there's big money is not just a moniker. There is big money on him.
Well, J12 also says, imagine Gertner went with him to WWE. I just don't see it, though, man.
I don't see that happen. I don't see that happening.
They won't hire Gertner now. I just don't. As much as I'd love to see that, I just don't see them wanting Gertner at all these days.
Right? Yeah, they would not trust. There's no way they let him have a live mic. No way.
Yeah, and I don't think he'd dare though do that. I mean, if he did though, that'd be awesome. But he also said he saw J-Rod at WWE tryouts also. I wonder how she went. You think she would have crushed it too?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just hope they don't actually take a whole bunch of stars from JCW anytime soon, man. Let them stay here for a little bit, Jeez.
I just thought of something. If Kendall Gray is Rocky, J-Rod would be a great Apollo. Kind of do the reverse version of that, where Kendall Gray is the champion, and J-Rod comes in kind of like a combination of Apollo Creed and Clubber Lang.
Yeah, but have we had enough of these Rocky storylines lately in wrestling, Brandon? To be fair,
when they keep doing a copy paste, but there are times where you can take it, bits and pieces of them, character arcs and story things, and tweak them, flip them, invert them a little bit. Makes it a little bit fresher and different, but it's still kind of true to the source material.
I guess you're right. Well, Cold Blooded says she's the ultimate athlete. Of course, she crushed it. I mean, she should crush it, absolutely, by looking at her. But did they impress her, or did she impress them with her promos and whatnot? You remember, there's more to it than just athleticism, if you get my drift. J12, though, also says, I just watched Rocky 3 last night. I like it. Wait a minute. That was your first time watching Rocky 3? J12? Man, you guys blow my mind.
Or he could be saying it was just the other night that he watched it, and it's kind of fresh in his mind.
Right. Well, that's why. I don't know. I don't know if he means that, or he could mean that. That's why I'm asking. I've got a feeling he's seen it before, surely. But then again, you haven't seen a lot of movies that I would have thought you've seen. And by the way, I've been meaning to ask, so I didn't watch along, and I didn't join you. But how did you feel about Bloodsport? Did you like it?
I'm gonna be completely honest.
You're gonna shit on it, aren't you?
No, actually, I don't really have much to comment on about it, because I was actually found myself more engaged in hanging out with chatting with everybody, and it's like, oh, this movie's still on.
I don't know if that's a negative or a positive, dude. What the hell? That's actually not a good thing, dude. Come on, man. So clearly you found that boring, and it didn't hook you enough.
Unfortunately, just not. It felt like it was kind of the cheesy, but not in the way that kind of.
You know why? Because of when it was made too, though. Because you
Yeah,
hadn't
late
seen it from back
80s.
then. If you watched it as a kid, I promise you that would be one of your favorite movies ever. It is corny. There is a lot of corny shit, considering we're in 2026. But back then, though, dude, if you watched it when it did come out, I don't know, man. It was something else for me anyway, growing up. I used to love the American Ninjas too, by the way, if anyone hasn't seen them. Look, they're all corny in many ways, though, dude. You don't get movies like that anymore like we used to at all. But still, good times. But anyway, let's get to the first matchup of the evening, though, and he's for the JCW World Championship. It is Josh Bishop, your champion, versus Facade. And I mean, I don't want to say it was a squash match, but I mean, it was almost like a no contest too in some ways, because we did see obviously what's it called? Father Bronson coming to the ring. And you know, basically him and Facade are gonna be facing each other soon. And that's what this match was really more so all about.
Actually, it's already been announced for Bloody Mania.
Yeah, they're
three-way.
facing each other. That's right.
Three-way for the American. Yeah, three-way for the American title. Bishop, Father Bronson, Facade.
Do you feel like but isn't this for Father Bronson's title?
Yes, but
not for Bishop's championship, right?
No, just the American Championship. I think. Let me double check.
Because I remember hearing that it was for the American Championship. I could be wrong, but double check for me, can you, Brando?
We'll be getting on my grok, pal.
Get on your grok. Grass, stop it with your Rocky 5, bro. No one's with you on that one, man. Remember? No one. Rocky 5 sucks. Come on, man. Man says J-Rod makes me want to watch the new American Gladiators. Not enough to watch it, but some. I mean, yeah, I'll be honest. It hasn't made me want to watch it, to be honest. She hasn't, unfortunately. But I mean, she looks like a legit gladiator. So that's one thing. Brandon, did you get the answer?
Yeah, she looks like a brick shithouse, pal.
For sure. A brick shithouse. Yeah. I love that word. So
okay, the only match. So the only matches that they given me are Gore Games and Caleb Konley defending the JCW Lunacy title against Kerry Morton.
They also announced the exclusives that we got last week, though.
Yeah, the exclusive. It was Cocaine and James Storm versus Stephen Flo, Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, in a tag match. Shout outs to Violent J and Jeff Lane once again, because if anyone missed last week, we actually had
got an exclusive Bloody Mania match announcement right here on this show last week. Whoop whoop.
And you know what's funny? I don't know if everyone clicked on. I know J12 clicked on. Right, but if you remember, I go, tell me you're not who I think you are. And I said, first name first name V ends with J. And I don't think everyone clicked onto it, right? Except for J12. Because when I looked back on the show, I'm like, actually, I don't think that many actually clicked onto who it was. But if you did, I mean, it was a pretty cool thing to see. And if you didn't, oh well. I was trying not to make it too obvious, even though I did kind of make it obvious. But anyway, that was a pretty cool thing to see. And again, thank you to Violent J and Jeff Lane for that one. But yeah, Brando. I mean, they didn't. I don't remember like them announcing the other match though. Yeah, it's weird because I didn't actually see it, but they did announce our match. That's for sure. And I don't know why it's not there. Why wouldn't it be coming up on? Are you on the website?
Dude, I was looking for it. I couldn't find.
Strange.
I don't know. Yeah, that's weird. That is very weird. We can't find anything on it.
Well, the thing is, they are and have been announced, man. So, but like I said, again, we got the exclusive last week right here on Insanity, and like I said, they didn't have to do that, but they did, man, which is a cool freaking feeling for sure, man.
Whoop whoop
whoop whoop, indeed. Where was I? What do you think of the match, anyway? By the way, Brando.
I thought it was pretty decent. Other than I thought, well, they did a good job of working like the smaller guy using his speed and agility to try to take the big man down. And with the size, also with the size of Assad, even though he's a high flyer and an agile guy, he's still got size and mass to him that makes it believable. He could take at least bump a guy like Bishop, with some high flying kicks and springboards.
Oh, for sure, man. I mean, yeah, he's a pretty like good sized dude for a guy that can actually do all those type of maneuvers, because he can sort of work like he's a flippy guy, but he can work grounded too, man.
Yeah, he's got that hybrid style to him.
Yeah, definitely a hybrid style. And look, he's still a little green too. I mean, he still needs to do a lot of work as well, man. Like for the most part, but he's very good at what he does, man, as well. Still, because you see him sometimes overthinking his moves. If you get my drift, where he's like, I don't know. It's like he's overthinking what he's gonna do, and sometimes it can look a little like off. But for the most part, he's not. But like shit, I mean, how long has he been in the business for?
That's a good question. I do not know. But yeah, I do know that feeling of being in the ring and thinking too much instead of just F it going, which is honestly in a weird ass way. Where when towards the end of my career, when I was wrestling, I would smoke just like an hour or so before, or maybe just not right before, but enough before where like I would smoke like a one hitter of weed, and in a weird ass way, I actually did better because I was more calm.
That's
like,
what I
okay,
mean,
just
right.
go.
Yeah,
I wasn't stressing. I just I was so like fully functional and capable, but that like nerves and stress was gone. It's just okay, just do the match. Just do the match.
Yeah, especially when you overthink anything, not just in wrestling, but just anything, right? That's kind of dangerous. You're gonna end up hurting yourself, man.
Dude, one thing like multiple trainers had told me is, don't think about it. Because if you think about it, you or someone else are gonna get hurt. Just do it.
It's true, man. It's true, absolutely. So just do it. But I could see myself being that way too, for the most part. But then again, I wouldn't wrestle that way if I'm always going to overthink it. Obviously. Plus, I mean, I'm no size to be a freaking high flyer. Put it that way. But still, man, if I was overthinking shit, I would just be like, "Nah, I can't do this shit. I just can't do it. I wouldn't do it, But he will obviously. He's one of the better. Really, he's one of the top guys on the roster, man. And he's got a future that's, sky's the limit for him, man. Is he real young? Do you know?
Yeah, let me ask Grok real quick. Do not let me down again, Grok. Do not let me down again.
Grok can be a gronk, like we say here in Australia. Gronk means like an idiot in Australian slang. So it's a bit of a coincidence that you got Grok and Gronk. Just saying, pal. Come on, Grok. Do not let Brandon down, whatever you do. I almost want to put a drum roll for you there.
I think I'm thinking about your request, searching for Fasad's birth year.
Still no Grok result. Do we need to bring it back?
Well, he actually might be a little bit on the old. He doesn't have an exact age, but he might be on the older side.
No way, dude. What is he?
Yeah, he does not have a publicly confirmed age or birth year. Reliable wrestling databases lists his real name, birthplace, height, weight, debut. His debut was October 14th, 2006. So he's been in the game for at least 20 years.
Wow.
His 20-year anniversary is in 2 months. So there you go.
Wow. Has he ever wrestled in a major promotion?
I don't think so. No, he's been active for about 19 to 20 years. Training began around summer 2004. First matches in front of a crowd in 2006.
So what is he in his mid-30s?
I don't know. No, not mid-30s. No way he could be his mid-30s. No way. I have to guess like 40 at the earliest. 40 at the earliest.
No way, bro.
I mean, unless he got the Big Al treatment and got trained in early on and got involved early on. I don't know, but
wow, that's crazy, man. If that's the case, I would have never expected it all guessed it, but it doesn't show his age, does it?
Nope. So his 20-year anniversary comes up in October. When he first started wrestling, because he started training in 04.
Right. Yeah, but how old was he when he was training? Did it say that?
Does not say that.
Damn it.
So I'm just kind of going, okay, bare minimum. I'm assuming just for argument's sake, let's for argument's sake, say he was 18 when he first started training. Didn't have his first match till he was about 19, till he was about 20. Let's say 20. That was in 2006. So 20 plus 20 would be 40.
Right. Yeah.
So if I had to guess, somewhere between, if I had to guess, and I was being generous, somewhere between 35 and 40.
Wow, and he's being generous. God. Yeah, I can't believe that, Brandon. I just can't. That threw me way off, man. Well, that left me for a bit of a loop. Well, anyway, as we said, we do get a 3-way match, which apparently is not officially announced, but it was announced on the show. So
that's right, it was Derp. That's where I heard it. I'm stupid.
Derp. I know, that's why I was thinking, what are you saying? But anyway, not the point. His father Bronson, Josh Bishop, and Facade for the American Championship. That is, I wanted to say North American Championship, but it's just called the American Championship, right?
Yep.
Which is different. Well, anyway, we see Chopper City talking to Vince Russo as the T-Bug complains about Russo not thanking them for the show that they ran a few weeks ago. He then complains about cocaine and James Storm getting a tag title shot. As Russo says, he put them in charge and they mocked him and made fun of him with the monitor and the wig, no less. As Russo says, they aren't getting his tough love. And maybe they will get it tonight. He says, you don't mock Vince Russo, and says maybe again they'll get it tonight. Well,
there's like it's those little things like that. Why I hold JCW in such a higher standard than I do like WWE or AEW or TNA, because they cover those things. Like, do you think the character of Vince Russo would like let him getting mocked like that go unanswered?
No way.
On top of some of the other like plot holes and things like, okay, you think the WWE would drop the ball on, but they actually take the time to pay attention to and address and make sure they're not, forgotten about.
Yeah, no, definitely, for sure. And man, how over is Chopper City right now too, by the way?
They are super over. And you want to hear a crazy story about how they first got onto JCW?
Have I heard this story before? Refresh me.
So, JCW, they weren't because they're doing like a concert tour, but they're doing JCW like house shows with the concert tour, and like it wasn't taped for Lunacy or anything, and they needed for like 3 nights they needed a tag team.
Right.
I believe it was Russo who recommended Choppa City because he knew them from Rocky Mountain Pro. It was off of that. They got themselves over to Violent J. They got themselves over to like the crowd and whatnot, where they became regulars on the show, and now they're the tag team champions involved. They're figured in. Like they are now figured in and part of the main roster.
That's crazy. Talk about being at the right place at the right time, man.
Not only that, those two dudes, Choppa City, like they took that opportunity, that little chopportunity.
Yeah, chopportunity, I like it.
Ran with it and got themselves over to the point where they're now the tag team champions and a focal point of the show.
It's not.
That's what, like, not everybody, like if they were handed like that opportunity to be fill-ins on house shows, how many other people could you hand that opportunity to, and it could have turned it into what it is now than what those two did?
That's true, man. It's absolutely true. You know what? At least we've got a decent tag team division in this promotion, unlike others.
They're actually building that. They actually doing a great job building their tag team division. We got Choppa City, we got JWO, we got Backseat Boys, we got Lucianos. We got the Brothers of Construction. We got the Outbreak.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a few more, man. But the point is, there's more than enough tag teams to make it seem very competitive. You know,
yeah, and the reason
for it.
And here's what's great about the show too, like the tag team division. The reason why a lot of those teams I just mentioned, several teams I just mentioned, aren't involved in the tag team title picture because they're involved in the high stakes storylines.
Right, exactly, spot on. It's true, man. It's true. That's why I'm just loving the way the pacing of JCW, man, compared to everything else. It's just so good to like. I don't know. It's easy. It's an easier watch than everything, man. Even when WWE's 2 hours, it feels like a slog for most part. Lucky for SmackDown, though, they're going back to 3.
Oh, geez. Yeah, we got, was it 4 or 5 months before that kicks in? I'm looking forward to it.
I know it sucks, man. It sucks bad. Make up your mind, either keep it 3 hours or don't. You know what I mean?
I think the 3 hours thing is like part of a contractual obligation they have with like one of their partners, where it's like during this portion of the year we got this thing going on, so we're gonna take this hour away, and then once they're gone, you get it back, or something like that.
Yeah, for sure, man. Something like that. I don't know what exactly is going on, but yeah, it's something. Now we go back to the show as we see Mac Davis. We see Jeeves, by the way, and these three arriving to the building. And then we see Mac Davis interviewing the Dank Carnival and Violent J. They shield their product. The JWO come in as EC3 says it is his very first world order. The clowns say they don't know Vito's fifth man for Gore Games, and Jay says they might find out tonight, but does it really matter as they got theirs? And then they start chanting JWO, JWO. Are you JWO for life, Brando?
Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. Does that mean JWO for life?
Yeah, whoop whoop for life.
Oh yeah, true. By the way, I can't see you though. Oh, now I can. There you go. I don't know what happened there.
No, yeah, for life. For life.
Yeah, and he's asking for 4 SmackDowns. Stop it, bro. Stop the ridiculousness, please. Dude, if they can you imagine that? Let's go 5-hour Raw, 4 hours SmackDown each week, bro. I think I'll jump out of a building straight out.
Yeah, that meme of that dude is pushing open the window and jumping out of the conference room window.
To think that I used to want more wrestling, man, when I was younger. Give me more, give me all of it. Give me 50 hours a week.
Well, yeah, because that's the attitude. He wanted more, and they demanded more. That's why like Thunder and SmackDown became a thing, because there's such a high demand for it.
And Thunder came first. SmackDown came along to go up against Thunder, just to kill WCW even more off. They even copied their color scheme, right? Thunder was blue, SmackDown was blue.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to love Thunder, dude. I'm not gonna lie. You know what was cool about Thunder, man? And no other freaking wrestling promotion have done this. You know when they're doing promos and the lights will be dim still, but you see those little thunderstorms with the lighting in the background as they're doing their promos. It's just you see the lights sort of flash. Did you notice that?
Yeah, like that was something like that kind of may stand out and make it be different and be unique.
It was cool, absolutely, man, for sure.
That's what I love about Thunder. Yeah, like that first year of Thunder was actually really good.
Really good. I actually at the time I was so like happy about Thunder. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna watch it now. And it felt like a legit Nitro sort of setting as well.
Yeah, it was kind of like I want to say B show, but it kind of was, but
it wasn't.
But it's kind of like it was like an extra addendum to. It's like an addendum to Nitro. Like, hey, if you enjoyed Nitro, let's see how things followed up on Thunder.
Yeah,
and then when they have things that happen on Thunder be addressed and followed up on Nitro, that was where the magic was.
Thursday Thunder, pal. So yeah, good times, man. Good times. But let's get back to Lucy, Brando, because I already saw that. Oh yeah. we see Mac Davis interviewing the Dank Carnival and Violent J. And I already talked about that. What am I talking about? They're still waiting for Vito's fifth man, but that leads us to the next match. It is Kerry Morton versus Mr. Happy. I just want to say, first of all, Mr. Happy was very happy. And Caleb Konley is also on commentary once again. Was Mr. Happy that much of a weakling, to be fair? Is he really that bad?
And I think he at least had like the thing of like he's completely focused on like his mind's on he's about to be a dad, so yeah, he's super distracted. I think that's the story they could have told.
They could have. That's true. They could have gone there, but I think it's too late for that now. Senor Feliz. J12, you character, man. But yeah, look, Mr. Happy, man. Like he's a funny character, man. Don't get me wrong. And yeah, there's room for him. Reminds me of like a Happy Eugene sort of. You know, he's like, he's clapping, he's like, but Kerry Morton doing it too made me laugh, dude.
And I liked it because like this kind of established Kerry Morton as like I thought this stayed true to his character will also turn him into a baby face where it's like, hey, I gotta take, I'm gonna take the opportunity to win, but to show no hard feelings, hey, here's your bareback, let's have some fun and dance together. You're about to be a father. I think he even got the switch of sweets. I was about to hand him one.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, before Caleb jumped in.
Yeah, true. Good point. Oh man. Do you think sometimes there's one too many run-ins on the show?
A little bit. I do think the run-ins could be toned down a little bit. We could find more different ways to come up to the ends of matches. Now, to be fair, whenever they do run-ins, they at least make sense. At least it fits the story, character, scenario, and whatever's going on. At least they make sense.
Oh no, absolutely, it makes sense. Yeah, definitely. But you can spread them out a little bit, though. To be fair,
absolutely.
And that's not a critique, just quietly. It's not a real critique. It's just a little, like, what's the word? Like, I can't freaking think of the word, but it's not a full-blown critique. It's sometimes when you see it one too many times, it starts becoming noticeable, and it's just like, what do we need to do?
Right, if you expect a run-in, like if you become conditioned to expect a run-in, well, then it's no longer a surprise. It's no longer special. It's no longer,
Right. It's just a pet peeve. That's the word I was looking for, I guess. Anyway, where do we start with this match, bro? How do we start this? Because this was kind of a funny match. Like it was like almost a comedic sort of match. But anyway, we see. Sorry,
I think it's supposed to protect both guys because they're clearly trying to build Kerry Morton as the top babyface to go against Caleb Konley. And of course, you don't want to, Mr. Happy's about to become a dad. He's super happy, and or they could have told the story, or they could have the story of them being forced to face against each other, and you do like a quick pre-tape in the back, being like, "Hey, we both know Russo's playing us. May the best man win," or something like that.
Oh, or they could be paranoid. Could they be paranoid? You never know.
Paranoia, yeah. That's natural in the wrestling business. That paranoia, pal.
Walking on eggshells, pal. Nah. But anyway, as Josh said, a great point, Brandon. Absolutely great point. But anyway, the match was, I don't know, it was kind of a funny match. But then we see Jasmin St then appears on the Tron, and she says she's about to burst with Happy
Hey,
child.
you fat piece of shit.
Yeah. and will hand the kid over to him. She says that she will take every single penny he earns as child support. She then laughs as Happy is distracted, and
And
we get Kerry rolling him up for the 1, 2, 3.
And I love the subtext there of like how fucked the legal system is when it comes to like child support and custody and whatnot. Okay, so hang on. So she wants no custody, and basically Mr. Happy takes care of the kid, but she wants all the child support, huh?
Yeah, exactly. That's women, right? I mean, women love money, bro. I mean, it is what it is. But then again, everyone loves money, but you get my drift.
And it also helps that her character's been established where she would definitely pull something like that. She would absolutely pull something like that.
She'd definitely pull something like that, no doubt about it. 100%. Josh, Jimmy Lowell. Oh man, I'll try. Oh, Dan here. Dan here from with the whoa. It's first of all, Dan, I didn't know you were married previously too. Aren't you married now, or you just you're not gonna? That's just one wife is enough, basically. Dan's the man, clearly.
I am so sorry to hear that, Dan.
I can't get over that.
Yeah, this is
that's a great comment.
I'm going to appropriate a Mitch Hedberg joke to kind of explain my love life, and I think this works appropriately.
Why? What? It does?
The Mitch Hedberg joke was, he said, one time somebody asked me, "Hey, Mitch, you like anchovies?" And I said, "No." So I had one anchovy. That's why I decided I did not want to have any other anchovies. So somebody asked me, "Hey, do you have a girlfriend?" I said, I said no. And they asked, "Why not?" And I said, "I had one girlfriend. That's why I need to have a second girlfriend."
Yeah, hence the anchovies. Ooh, anchovies smell bad too, by the way. Just saying. Do you like anchovies on your pizza or hell nah?
No. But shout out to those. If you really, to anybody who does enjoy anchovies on your pizza, cheers to you. If it makes it taste better for you, I shout out to you. Much love. Like, I couldn't do it. You're a better man. You're a better person than me. Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop, indeed. Jesus Christ. Well put, Brando. You're on fire tonight, man. I'll give you that. With your comments. That's fucking funny. All you guys, Dan, like I said, you're a character for saying what you said, man. But anywho, let's go after the match because we see Kerry Morton, that is, giving Mr. Happy his teddy bear. And after the match, and Happy gives him a cigar as Kerry then raises Happy's hand. What the hell, man? Suddenly, Kerry is getting full blown babyface now, and the fans are really starting to get behind him too, man.
Right. And I think, and the situation too was like he's in the match with a dude who's about to be a dad. He's super happy about being a dad, and like even Kerry Morton's got to be like, okay, like let's have some fun. Like, let's at least celebrate this and have some fun. Like, I can see Kerry Morton doing that. Yeah, like, that's the thing. Kerry Morton's, his dude's about to, I might have fucked him over a little bit or took advantage of the situation, but he's about to have a kid to be a dad. Yeah, give him the bear, have a cigar, and celebrate.
Well, it gets worse for them because then we see Caleb coming in the ring with a baseball bat and essentially cleans house. And they quickly get the hell out of there, basically. So yeah, there's that. But next, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but we see a new Phantom. As a matter of fact, Brando, was he green? I don't think so. Was he purple? Nope. It definitely wasn't that. But what he was the orange Phantom. And he does a little vignette. And he says he's coming. I don't know where he is coming to, but he's coming, and he's coming hard.
This entire thing was tremendous. The walking on water, swimming on land. Oh my fuck, was this hilarious. And I say this as a Christian who also has a sense of humor.
Come on, how can you not laugh at that, dude? I don't care how religious you are, man. It's funny. And like you said, he wasn't done yet, just yet. Because as you said, he says he's been called a savior. And he says saviors can do miracles. Like
Yeah,
you said,
that's kind of the blasphemous part. Like him kind of ribbing and doing his own gimmick stuff. Okay, that's funny, but yeah, like although
but though,
actually, you know, I'm trying to math this out between faith and okay, this is actually a TV show. It's a guy playing a character.
Dude, what are you talking about? We saw him walking on water, bro. Come on.
Obviously fake water, but still.
Oh no, that was water, bro. I don't know what you saw, but I saw him walking on water. There's no denying it. J12. That is the, you know what? You're gonna get a star for that one, J12. You get the comment of the night for that one. Don't let Taz see this orange fan.
Hey, orange is my color. Orange is my color. FTW.
Get the fuck out of here. He would get a bit annoyed by it, probably. They'll probably think they're ribbing him too. 100%. If only, you know how they play, you know how they got their, you know, they don't actually pay for copyright for the themes, right? Like, you know, JWO uses the NWO theme and shit like that, right? Wouldn't it be funny?
I think the NWO theme was actually stock music they used.
Yeah, that's true. It was actually, do you know the real origins?
Yeah, I believe it was used in a porno. Yeah, Scott Hall actually said it on commentary one time. He said, at the NWO enter theme, Scott Hall's on commentary, and as the theme started playing, he was like, "Now enjoy your the theme to your favorite adult entertainment movie."
That was the law anyway. Now, I've never seen porn with that in there just quietly, so I don't know how true it is or not. But that was the law. See, even before the internet, everyone just knew this shit, like for whatever reason. But even from back then, you knew about it. So it's kind of weird.
Like Marilyn Manson removing a rib so he could suck his own dick.
See, and that was also bullshit. And for many years, we all believed.
Another one. Speaking of Marilyn Manson, another one that was complete bullshit that got spread without the internet, complete word of mouth, was that the guy who played Paul in Wonder Years was Marilyn Manson. No, that was bullshit.
That was big time bullshit. That one was just like, ugh. But the other two, I truly believed for a long time, including Marilyn Manson sucking his own.
Yeah, but to be fair, though, looking at Marilyn Manson, the shit he did, is that really off the table when it comes to things Marilyn Manson would do?
No, that's why it was believable. I wouldn't put it past him. I mean, can you picture this guy? Did you?
Yes, I can believe Marilyn Manson doing that. Yes.
But yeah, don't let Taz see the Orange Phantom. That's for sure, man. But he should come out to the WWE theme of Taz and
I didn't even do the whole thing.
Not his ECW theme, but not the one "Survive If I Let You," the Kiss song, which is literally it's a Kiss song, believe it or not, the original one. But yeah, he has to come into the WWE one. The beep 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 and that'd be hilarious. Oh, anyway, speaking of hilarious, we see Big Vito next talking to Sally Boy. He says he hopes he learned something from last week, and he says Sally needs to grow up. Sally says he learned that his uncle left him for dad, as Vito says he was trying to teach him lessons about honor, respect, familia, you know. Vito says this has nothing to do with his father and says he's driving him crazy. As Vito then hugs him and says he loves him while Sally looks mad. And then Vito tells Vincenzo that they need to pick up that guy. Who? What guy? That guy. Down there, you know, down where? Remember that?
Down where? Down here, speaking of Scott Hall.
You're not aware when he does that. Then we see Barnabas the Bizarre talking to the Outbreak. He says he is their master and they will obey what he says. He says no more drug addiction bullshit tonight. He says they will focus on the JCW tag titles while he takes care of their stepsister, Danielle. I mean, shit, I don't want to see him beating up his own daughter again, do we?
Unless we get a cinematic match. Unless we get a cinematic match between Danny Moe and Barnabas, I would be with that. Because it's cinema.
It is cinema. That's why I'm intrigued to see where they're going to go with it, you know? Because
dude, seriously, like seriously, Jeff, if you're catching this or if you're lurking, seriously, like a cinematic match, Danny Moe versus Barnabas in the old carnival she was left behind, and even if it's like ruins, that's money, bro. That's money.
Yeah, man. Come on, Jeff. Come out of the woods and show us that you're here, man. Because you know what? Usually he would respond by now. Oh, because usually when we say his name, he does appear, which I love how he does that. But oh god, yeah, say his name, man. He appears. Do we believe in Jeff Lade? Well, anyway.
Yeah, with Vince and Stephanie, you know, I think there's a lot of like pent up shit, weird ass shit that was let out during that match.
Why did you?
Whereas these are two performers playing characters.
Oh, he's here. I swear, Jeff, you're the best for doing that, man. Then he's going to defend the title at Bloody Mania. Against who, though? Could we get it against Barnabas? I swear, Jeff, you're the funniest guy, man.
And in my defense, I never said I didn't say it didn't have to. I didn't say it had to happen to Bloody Mania. Just somewhere down the line.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to happen at Bloody Mania. To be honest, anyway, I think it's too soon. To be honest, I mean, let's be real. Because this type of storyline can't just get a cut off right there. Oh, we'll find out. Right. Oh, no exclusive today. No, hey, thanks for this last week, though. You and Violent J, of course, Jeff. Thanks for that, man. That was a cool little thing last week, which was yeah, pretty cool and pretty sweet. But now I'm intrigued. What do you think we're gonna find out come this Thursday? Or next Thursday, I guess. But yeah.
I'm not sure, but I will say this though. I did originally have plans to try to make the gathering, but unfortunately, like some sudden real life stuff at home where I can't really leave the house for 4 days, stuff that we kind of discussed off air. We're not going to get into here, but yeah, I can't really leave the house for 4 days because that would cause problems. That's why I can't be at the gathering, but I still can do watch along. I still can do a watch along of Bloody Mania and the live Lunacy. Whoop, whoop.
You know what? We should review Bloody Mania, of course, as well.
Yeah, we should. I think we should be able to do it this weekend. Like this Saturday, we should be able to do both shows.
What, do the watch along and then go right into a review?
We could, like.
I'd rather you do the watch along because I wouldn't want it to be both of us in a way because it'll. Do you know what I mean? Going into a review straight from it will be a bit.
Right. I totally get what you're saying. Like, us not really getting together about it until it's time to discuss the show. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because if we were both doing the watch along, which I wouldn't mind doing, don't get me wrong.
It'd be like we might as well do the review right there.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only reason why. So I'll let you stick to that one, and I'll come in right after that. Well, about 15 minutes after the show airs. But it's on YouTube pay-per-view, correct?
Yeah, which is I think $17 for Bloody Mania, which I mean for pay-per-views, come on these days, come on. That's a bargain.
But you know what I'm concerned about? I mean obviously in Australia, right? Now we do have YouTube TV, but I know it's mainly for the American market per se. I don't know is it available anywhere else? Like is it on the website? Like I don't know if I've got access to YouTube pay-per-view unless I guess I use a VPN.
That's a good question. Dude, if you got a VPN, use it. Set yourself to America and just do it there.
Yeah, but the only problem is I think you have to have a residency though, like some sort of resident, like a house.
Ooh.
like an address. You need to put down an address.
Dude, I'll say this though. I'm speaking completely from personal experience. Back in the day when Vince was doing Aura and doing Aura promotions, I got Aura identity protection. I still have it to this day. I didn't realize until like the last year or so it comes with a VPN. I've been using that VPN and it lets me like pick where to go, like where I wanted my VPN to, or wherever the fastest nearest one is.
Okay. Well, if worst comes to worst, how about this, Brandon? If I paid you, would you be able to order the pay-per-view and then we can watch it? If worst comes to worst, if I can't get it, that is. I'm sure there's got to be a way for me to get it. God damn it.
Yeah, you should have a way to do it. You should have a.
Like, I'm talking in a legal way, not in an illegal way. I'm talking about legit. Like, am I able to purchase it? Because I heard someone say you can purchase it off the website, possibly. But I'm not sure. But I do want to check it out, just out of curiosity.
Yeah, we still got a few days to get that figured out.
I know, but it's not far away. It's not far away, man. Not far away at all. But yeah, we'll figure it out 100%. Either way, we'll be here. I know Brandon will be here for the watch along, and I'll be jumping on for the review. So with Brandon, and then we can talk Bloody Mania. But till then, stay tuned. So anyway, did I mention that we were up to the what's it called? The JCW Tag Team Title match?
Yes, sir, Bruce. Yeah, Chopper City versus James Storm and Cocaine.
Yeah, this was a pretty fun match for the most part.
I enjoyed it. Good stuff.
Yeah, no, absolutely good stuff. All right, Brandon. Especially thanks to Cocaine. And he did his cocaine, of course. But you know what? Chopper City do get the win because you see Stephen Flo interfering as Kane blocks Flo's guitar attack, and Kane back body drops him over the top as Cocaine then topes Flo outside, and then we see Cocaine and Storm are counted out, and Chopper City do get the win, not the 3, but the win, and retain their tag team championships.
This was a good. This is the correct way to use a count out finish, because Cocaine and James Storm, they have a match with Stephen Flo and Mr. Anderson in the pay-per-view. This protects them because they're not getting pinned or beat. They're dealing with Stephen Flo, and then Chopper City gets the count out. They're protected because they're not getting pinned or beat, or so they still retain the title. So it's all good. That is how you utilize a no count out within the storyline and stories and characters that are going on. That's how it's done, right there.
100% agree with you, man. Great match, and that's how it's done. Absolutely. Hey, Wolfpack, man. What's up? Wolfpack for life. Thanks for joining us, man. And everybody says, even JCW doesn't like Australia. Actually, ICP have toured here quite a few times, just quietly. I'm not sure if JCW's ever done an event here. Not that I'm aware of. I mean, a lot of the American indie promotions have done events here, though, funny enough. But I'm not sure if JCW has. But you know what? Who knows? Maybe in the future, though. I mean, when they do come back, because they've come here numerous times, I can see them bringing down a JCW show while doing even a performance. That's what NWA did with Corgan when he was performing here with what's it called? The Smashing Pumpkins, right?
Smashing Pumpkins.
He brought down NWA as well, so they had tapings here. So that was pretty cool. I didn't go, but that would have been cool. I can see something similar happening with JCW if they come back down here. Wolfpack Main says JCW Lunacy has always been good to me. It's been good to us too, Wolfpack. It's been the best wrestling show in terms of consistency and just, it doesn't, I've never had the last few weeks, an hour and a half to 2 hour show, I never seen it go so quick. I don't fall asleep watching the damn show either, which WB and AEW tend to make me do. For whatever
And here's
reason.
some,
Same.
and here's a major thing I could say about JCW that when I'm watching it, I don't feel one feeling that I get from WWE and AEW that I do not get from JCW. They don't think I'm stupid. They're not expecting me to be an idiot and forget shit that happened. Like
they don't insult your intelligence, Brando. That's why.
I do not feel like I'm having my intelligence insulted. They follow up on things and don't leave any plot holes unanswered, any stones unturned, no puzzle pieces left out of place. Like I've said this earlier in the show. I genuinely hold JCW Lunacy to a higher standard when it comes to writing, story, and just continuity than I do over WWE and AEW. I really do, because I enjoy the show and I trust the people involved who are writing and producing it and who everybody involved in creative.
100%, man. And you know what? It's killed it, man. The last few weeks especially have been great shows. Jeff said in the chat that he said he'll DM us the times for live Lunacy on Thursday if you want to share. Yes, please. And also,
please,
Jeff, can you please find out for me particularly, am I able to order the show down under? From a different if I can't get it on YouTube pay-per-view, am I able to get it anywhere else? Like, is there any way for international fans to get it? I'm sure there is. I just can't see any way to do it right now for now. Yeah. But that's interesting. Wolfpack says, I helped the ring crew on set. All the roster are cool people, fun environment for sure. Okay. Thank you, Jeff. I need to find out, man. Either way, we'll figure it out for sure, man. Because I want to get it legitimately, not friggin' having to watch it in a stupid way, if you get what I'm saying. But anyway, let's move on, shall we? Because Brando, we see Danny Moe coming out with a black eye. Brando?
Which, if that wasn't a shoot where, like, if they, again, I'm saying this, somebody who's been in the locker room, who's had those conversations, being like, hey, if it makes it look good, if it's good for TV, it helps the angle, hit me for real and get that real bruising so that way we can make it look good for TV, lay that shit in. Or we do really great makeup and do a great job.
Yes, it's makeup.
But whatever it was, tremendous.
But, though, in saying that, I could see in some twisted way Danny Moe saying, yeah, lay your shit into me, you know what I mean? Literally. But that's taking it up to a whole different level. But that's what you call blurring the lines, no doubt about it. Like, because you're not sure. And, that's the magic of professional wrestling, right? I mean, in the first place, and thank you once again, Jeff. It's a graphic exclusive, too. Another one.
Whoop, whoop.
Another exclusive. Thanks, dude. But yeah, I mean, it looks legit enough, that's for sure. But anyway, as I was saying, though, she does come out with a black eye, and the Outbreak go up to her, and Danny walks to the back as Barnabas is just losing his shit because during the Chopper celebration, I forgot to mention the Chopper City celebration, we do see Barnabas the Bizarre and the Outbreak come out and just lay him out and then, proclaim themselves future tag team champions. And that's when we see Danny Moe coming out with a black eye. And then the Outbreak just straight away follow it to the back as we see Barnabas just losing his shit in the middle of the ring. And it's funny, I'm thinking, I hope Chopper City stay down, like keep selling because, usually if this was WWE or AEW, you'd see whoever was on the ground just get up suddenly and maybe hit Barnabas or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because he's been in the middle of the ring or left alone. You could see something silly like that happening. But the cool thing was they stayed down and Barnabas just walked to the back, losing his shit. But is it the power of love, Brandon, or is it the power of pills and shit?
Give me Huey Lewis in the news, pal. I'm feeling that power of love. Whoop whoop.
You remember the song? It's the power of love.
Dude, one of my personal favorite songs of all time, pal.
Really? I haven't thought about that song though. She from probably since when it came out. I'm showing my age now, but unfortunately. But anyway,
I'm showing my age, but I'm showing my age about popping for a song that I grew up on that came up before I was even born.
Wow, that's crazy. Wait, when did it come out? Didn't it come out about 85?
85. It was specifically for Back to the Future.
Well, I was born already. I was 3 years old by that point. So, well, did I say that? I feel old now, man. God damn it, I'm embarrassed now.
You're only 3 years older than me, so don't feel too old.
Yeah, I know. That's weird, man. That is weird in a way. But anyway, the Outbreak go up to Danny. They walk in the back, but Barnabas also runs to the back. He looks, he's yelling at the back, and he sees one of the tech guys as he goes out to look for them, and it also calls him a bullshitter because he didn't see him apparently where they went. But that wasn't the only drama though, Brandon, because we see even more drama. Because next we see Vito's crew talking, as Vito says the guy that I talked about earlier will be here. But then we see Mac Davis somehow always finds his way to everybody as he tries to talk to them. Vito says they can't tell him about the fifth member and says they are waiting for him now. Vito tells him to fuck off. and then Vito then tells his crew the fifth man will come and I'll take care of the JWO, as we see a lot of Italian stuff getting spoken about. They're like,
yeah, the fifth guy's gonna come all over the JWO.
Yeah. We see what we up to see the blast from the past little segment. But then we see Mac Davis again interviewing Big L. Al says she was screwed out of her match with Danny Moe, as Russo was mad at her the week before. She says she'll walk out of JCW Women's Champ and doesn't care who her opponents are. And that was just about it because she was pretty pissed, to be honest. EC3 then we see, and Jeeves talk board games. What's going on here? We're talking board games, Brando? What was your favorite board game?
I had quite a few, like Candyland. I think Candyland was my favorite one back in. Oh no, Monopoly, Star Wars, Monopoly, Star Wars Monopoly.
Star Wars Monopoly. Okay, I don't think I played the Star Wars version. I played different variations, but you know what? It's hard to argue Monopoly. It's always a game you can always go back to no matter what. But other than Monopoly, I'll say
honorable mention the Clue.
What?
Honorable mention the Clue.
Okay, interesting. Oh God, Labbrad, you're disgusting. By the way, what the hell, man? That's feral. Hey, Frank Tesh is in the house. Thank you for joining us. Labbrad, what are they actually testing on you today, bro? Is it what I think it is? JCW Jizz? Is that what's going? Is that what's going? Is that what they're testing on you? Jesus, man. Anyway, Frank says, I've got one. Why is JCW more fun to watch the stories than the matches? I know, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy that it's more fun than the major promotions. And believe me, it is crazy every time I say that. Because when I first started doing this, I didn't think I was going to enjoy it as much as I did. It's kind of weird. You know, like, and it was a bit of a slow start for me at first. But man, once you get into it, like, and you get into the full swing of things, geez, man.
What JCW excels at is they realize they don't have the budget or production value to compete with WWE or AEW, but they can kick their ass when it comes to character development, storylines, interweaving angles. When an actual episodic weekly TV television show, looking at it from a character, story, angle, like weekly development thing, JCW kills WWE and AEW. Kills them.
Yeah, you know what? The production's not even that bad, dude. You know, the one thing that I'm grateful for, like, this is one thing that annoys me about TNA, for example. I don't know if they're still guilty of this, but the damn ring is always so loud. The mics that are placed underneath, I hate hearing, like, when they're running across the ring, you hear the pop, 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 pop. And then just a real poosh, like when they hit the canvas. I don't know why, but it just annoys the shit out of me, right? When watching it on TV.
To be fair, it is kind of tough for me to know. It's because just being in the years I spent in the business and taking bumps and working in the ring, like I kind of just I'm able to drown out and not even realize it's there.
Oh, see, no, but for me, live, it doesn't bother me. It's just on TV. It bothers me. So fair enough that you don't know, but TNA has always been guilty of that. Like I said, I don't know if they still are now, but back then they were. And MLW's too is a bit weird with that. But I find JCW's production with everything is good enough, and it's at a pretty high level, dude. Like, look at the quality of the cameras too.
Which I believe comes to just the minds and people they have in production and TV, and realizing, okay, how can we don't have a budget, we don't have the money, but how can we make what we have work and do the best we can with it? Like here, what JCW does better than anybody is they make the most with what they've got and do a tremendous job with it, to the point where they're blowing, in some aspects, blowing the mainstream companies out of the water.
It's crazy. And then to people to think that Vince Russo sucked and blah blah blah, like at the way he used to do his booking, and he needed Vince McMahon to look over his shit and blah blah blah. Well, he's just proved everyone wrong, man. Again, not that he needs to either. That's what's sad, right? You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you, Jeff. By the way, oh, that's sick.
Yeah, results speak for themselves. Like the last 10 months since Russo's been part of JCW, has it not? Look at the results. I don't got to say anything. I don't have to say anything beyond that. Look at the results.
Facts. It's facts, man. And we're not trying to be kiss asses here, but prove us wrong.
You know the data's there. The data's there.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, actually, TN Cooper. In my opinion, as he says, JCW is ECW combined with Attitude Era. It's got the look of ECW with the style of the Attitude Era. But it can go even like ECW, it can go total ECW if it wants to too. But for the most part, there's a good balance of it, because we do get wrestling. We do get like hardcore stuff. We got everything. And it's even the theme song at the start of the show is very Attitude Era too. Like, like, fuck 'em up, fuck 'em up.
Fuck 'em up. Cook you like a chicken wing.
Yeah. Like, it reminds me of like the SmackDown theme in a way. The original SmackDown theme, but with actual proper vocals over it. You get me? But better too. What's so funny? What are you
I'm laughing because I get what you're saying. That's why I'm laughing.
Oh, I thought you were looking at something else. Yeah, did you
everybody on the ground, everybody on the
remember that?
Yep.
I don't think the wrestlers even knew what the fuck the lyrics were. Is that what it is? Everybody on the... I think you're right. It was that. I don't know. It was weird anyway, because you couldn't understand it really, even the Raw one. Frank wants to say, I have a list of people I would love to see in JCW. Karrion Kross and Scarlett and Britt Baker. I could see Kross eventually crossing to JCW, and Scarlett, of course, and he'd be great to... If he was on a weekly basis, that'd be awesome. Britt Baker, I don't even know anymore. Like, she's just hostage in friggin' AEW, man. I mean, how do you waste a talent like her too? I mean, I don't know. They've totally screwed her out of wrestling in some ways, man. But it is what it is, unfortunately. But I like how you guys all in the chat are talking about your your favorite game boards. What's it called? Board games, not game boards. And there's a few here. Trivial Pursuit. Dan says, of course, Monopoly would be the one. Game of Life from Josh.
Life was fun. Life was fun.
I used to love Operation too, though.
Oh, that was a good one too.
You get zapped when you fuck up. You know what I mean? Do they still even make that game?
I think they do.
Wow. You know, the last time I checked with board games, they seem pretty expensive, man. Or am I tripping?
Yeah, they have kind of jacked the prices up on them, unfortunately. So I remember, like, back in the day, like at the most expensive you could pick one up is like for like $10.
Oh, wait a minute. Uno is also another classic.
Yeah, like a deck of cards you get for like $5.
Mousetrap.
Dan, yes, great. Mousetrap, Dan, yes, sure, give me Mousetrap, pal.
I forgot about that, man. Mousetrap, I love the Mousetrap, man. Dan, that was a great game. Is that even still available? Someone tell me if it is or not. I'll so buy that game.
It might be. I'm not 100% sure, but it might be.
I haven't heard about it though since back then, dude. It feels like completely since back then. What the fuck are you talking about, that Brett? No, I get you because you're a rat. He goes, no board game, but my favorite game was a wheel and a stick. Oh shit! Tia Cooper says last year Walmart had board games on Black Friday sale for $5. Nice. Yeah, sure. Warhammer's pretty much a board game too. Hey, what about Battleship? Actually, speaking of Warhammer, even though it's a game.
Battleship, that was good. Battleship was good.
Battleship was the shit. That was really good. I wonder if that's even still available. Jesus, we could have a board game show one day. Now that we're all talking about it, there's probably a lot more that we're missing out right now. But yeah, there's just some classics. And by the way, Jeff, we'll debut that thumbnail for next week at the end of the show. We'll show it up as an exclusive. So thank you once again for sending it to myself and of course, Brandon. Which is cool.
I actually just tweeted it.
Oh, you did? I was gonna show it up on here, but at the end of the show, then I'll tweet it. But anyway, did I mention we see EC3 and Jeeves? Oh yeah, that's why we're talking about board games. Duh.
Hang on one second, Junior. 1 second, I'll be right back. I'm so sorry.
That's all right, man. I'll just get to the main event anyway until you come back because it is Krule versus EC3 as Jeeves does the intro for EC3, of course. And man, Krule's a beast. Oh, Jeff. Don't tweet it. I'll tell him to delete it. But thank you for actually saying that. If I don't know if Brandon could hear that, but Brandon, if you still got your headset on, do not tweet it for crying out loud. And
I'm going to go delete it right now. I'm going to delete it right now.
I can't believe you heard that. I didn't think you would.
No, that's why I'm glad to have the headset on, so I can hear shit like this.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. It's good to know, actually.
I deleted. Delete.
You deleted it?
It's gone. It is gone.
Oh, you're back too. That was quick. Anyway, that versus Game of Life was a depressing game, but fun. Come on. We still talking board games. Do you guys remember the board games with the? Yeah, man. I was gonna bring that up. Like Nightmare, I think was one that was like that. I think there was even a WB VHS board game as well. Funny enough, back in the day, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure I might have had it, but I actually don't remember. But I'm pretty sure there was one, and if there was, it'd actually be worth quite a bit of money. Funny enough. But Brando, we're on the main event, by the way. It is Krule versus EC3. Krule's everywhere right now. He's in the MLW as well, isn't he? Is he not still?
I think so. I believe he's also part of GCW
and Contra as well, if I remember.
Yeah, this is just a monster. He did such a great job of being like this killer monster.
Yeah,
Like how many big guys we see? He bucks the trend of big guys who actually bump himself for smaller guys. He completely bucks that trend.
It's true, but when you see him, like he's like in MLW, they book him as a real killer type of guy. He's still a killer over here too. I mean, he doesn't like really lose matches, if you get my drift. Even though you could say, well, look, this match was pretty much called off anyway. It wasn't even really a match. It was just a whole big schmoz, because as the match went on, the ref calls it off after we see Big Vito coming out and throws the ref on the ramp. It was literally felt like 2 minutes in the match, like essentially. But then we see Vincenzo, Vito, Sally, and Krule group up on EC3. They all group stomp him as the JWO then comes out and fight the heels. And we get a big schmoz in the middle of the ring as the JWO get the edge. And then we do see Jasmin St coming out with Dijak. And I'm talking about Donovan Dijak. And punches out Too Tough Tony. And then face kicks Willie. And then Dijak then double choke slams the Brothers of Funstruction, absolutely cleaning house. Then spinning face kicks and just taking everyone out. Then we see EC3 and Jeeves coming into the ring and hits Dijak, but then Jasmin slaps Jeeves, and then Dijak super kicks Jeeves as Dijak hits a GTH on Jeeves, and then Jasmin then shakes Vito's hand, and they say Dijak is Vito's fifth man at Gore Games. God damn, dude. And then we see Vince Russo shake hands with all people with Brett Lauderdale and freaking Nick Gage from GCW.
Swerve, bro. Let's see where this goes next on the next one.
What the hell is going on there, man? Especially Nick Gage.
It's Pizza Cutter Mania, pal. Sponsored by Domino's.
Whoa. Yeah, I didn't mean that, by the way. But yeah, that's nuts, dude. Are we getting a GCW and JCW?
I think the 2-day war, if I remember correctly, we're coming up on the 2-day war. It's usually done between GCW and JCW, or done by them.
Damn, dude. I'm looking forward to that. But who's going to be the one to face Gage, more importantly, in the future? Who's going to be the hardcore motherfucker that's going to take on him?
Yeah, that's a good question. Who knows?
And especially you got the murder, death, kill people behind him, and then you got the juggalos. You know what I'm saying? It could be all on between the two sets of crews, if you get my drift. Even though this song says it all. It was about the song that I'm playing in the background, which I remixed, by the way. It's not the original one, but it's a cipher that talks about them being a crew. You know how the FBI labeled them as the juggalos,
a gang, like legally a gang.
But they're rapping about how they're not a real gang, in the song. But yeah. Oh, that's a good point, Josh. Nick Gage will be sent to take out Kerry Morton.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, that's smart. Okay, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Nick Gage is the hitman.
Yeah, man, absolutely. And liking these cliffhangers for sure, Josh. Labrat says JCW got the Domino sponsorship coming soon. Or do they? They might lose it quickly after what happened with AEW, right? Exactly. Frank Tesh says this is the other thing JCW does right, is the cliffhangers, and they don't do it for the lack of time. Facts, bro. Absolutely. And the more you watch it, the more addictive it actually gets, and the more intriguing the stories get. There was a time where there was a bit of a lull period, like a few months back. But now, man, like I keep saying, like the last few weeks, they just keep picking up these shows, man.
It's overall consistent growth. Like there was a time a few years ago I was really heavily into stocks and crypto and following that. there's rises and falls. Like there's gonna be points where you dip. A couple weeks where you're not gonna have a good night. The numbers are gonna dip, but overall, the growth, you're still climbing and being consistent. These last 10 months have been nothing but consistent overall growth for JCW and their viewership. Getting hot, being talked about, just overall growing. This last 10 months has been nothing but growth. Yeah, you're gonna have periods where there are those points where those weeks where, yeah, you might dip or whatnot, but the growth is there.
100%, man. 100%. And that's what makes the show fun. It's just fun to see it grow too. That's another thing I like. You know,
yeah, and watching the quality of the show evolve and watching how everybody's been like adapting to like the new way of doing things, and like their performances on camera as characters have been improving every single week. Everybody's getting better.
100%, man. That's a fact. 100%. And that's, like I said, it's fun to see, man. And it's almost a dirty little secret amongst wrestling fans. If you haven't watched JCW yet, you're missing out for real. I'm not just saying that, man. Go and check it out. For anyone that's new to this show and that still hasn't made the leap in JCW, you got to do so ASAP. Because I'm telling you now, if you're disgruntled over your normal everyday wrestling when it comes to WWE and AEW, well, this is a legit alternative compared to the other ones. And I truly mean that. Go and check it out. As T and Cooper is saying, episode 94 has 57K views in 9 days. And episode 95 is 31Ks in 2 days. And it will go back, it will climb. That's the thing. So I'm just happy to see that, man. And a lot of people do tune in like a few days after the fact.
Dude, there was not even a joke. Going back to just a few months ago, that 57K spike would have been 45K spike 5 months ago. That's growth. That's growth.
Absolutely growth. Absolutely. And Frank Tesh says, I want to see JCW go through the forbidden door. Well, technically they did 2 weeks ago. We had an ICP invasion on AEW, and by the looks of things, and look, no, yeah, it was only ICP, but it's surely going to be happening sooner or later. I mean, they're teasing it. I know it was a nice bucket challenge, you know what I mean, for, my God, how did I go blank?
Rebel.
That's it. And, you know, yeah, I hope she's doing well, man. I know it's terminal and stuff, and that sucks, but, you know, it's fucked up that she has to go through that stuff. But it was good to see everyone doing that for her, though, man. And I think sooner rather than later, I think we will see him go through the forbidden door one day. It was a good insight with what Violent J was telling us, though, last week about his time in AEW. You know, being in the back and all. If you haven't checked it out, go and check it out on Patreon right now. That's an exclusive, by the way, on Patreon. It's not on YouTube anymore. So go check that out if you want to know. For anyone that didn't notice that he was in the chat last week telling us all sorts of things, and he was in the chat for the whole show, mind you. So it was a fun show, man. But he's saying that, Brando, what have you got going on, man?
As soon as we go off the air, we're going to be doing not long after you go there, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll start off with the AAA watch along. Then tomorrow we have Direct Edge along with HMG After Dark. I think we're going to be doing a watch along of Starrcade 83.
Ooh.
And then Monday, we got the Monday Locker Room, the Raw Watch Along, the Impact Attack. Tuesday, we have This Week in WWE. We have the A Show. We have Hitting the Marks. We have the A Show. We have the latest for NXT Watch Along. We got the Wednesday Locker Room. And then on Wednesday, we got the Next Level Wrestling Review. We have the AEW Dynamite Watch Along, a bell count. And then on Thursday, the Friday Locker Room, the JCW Lunacy. Actually, I should say, with this particular Thursday, we're going to be doing TNA Impact Watch Along. And then Lunacy afterwards, or later that night, we're watching live Lunacy later that night. And then on Friday, we have the SmackDown Watch Along and Bell Count. And as for me, catch me on Twitter. As the kids call it these days, the X at LG Brandon Whoop. I'm also on Twitch at twitch.tv/LG Brandon Whoop Whoop. Where I might be like, I'm not 100% sure yet, but we'll see where the night goes.
Interesting. And by the way, this is the exclusive that we got from Jeff. Thank you once again, Jeff. It is the Gathering of the Juggalos edition of JCW Lunacy live at 1 a.m. Eastern, 12 a.m. Central, and 10 p.m. Pacific. That is Lunacy live from the Gathering of the Juggalos in your neck of the wood, Brandon, by the way.
It's a 3-hour drive from where I'm at.
Yeah.
But yeah, I unfortunately, again, I would go. I would do everything in my power to make sure I could go, but unfortunately, there are some real family internal stuff to where I can't really leave the house for 4 days, because if I did, it would lead to a chain reaction of some, let's just say, some bad things happening I'm trying to prevent from happening.
Right, I hope everything's good on that one, by the way, Brando. I'll talk to you about that, off the air, obviously. We don't need to talk about that on the air. But, yeah, man. And thanks again to Jeff for giving us that exclusive, man. As he said, 1 a.m. Eastern, 12 a.m. Central, and 10 p.m. Pacific. It is the Gathering of the Juggalos edition of JCW Lunacy live next week. So look out for that. And I'm actually looking forward to the Gathering of the Juggalos, Brando. I'm not going to lie. I don't know why, but I just kind of am.
Dude, there seems to be an extra. Everything I've heard from people who I know have been there, it's always a fun, good time, but there seems to be a extra special buzz in the air when it comes to the gathering this year.
Yeah, that's interesting, man. Like, I don't know if there'll ever be one in Monica the Woods, but if it was, I would go to it. Fuck it. Maybe I'll paint my face too. Who knows?
Whoop, whoop.
If you had gone, would you painted your face?
If somebody would have done it for me, fuck yeah.
I can't paint faces for shit, so not that I've tried. But so there goes that idea. But anyway, in saying that, if you want to follow me, you can on the X at the PWC Network. Most importantly, like and subscribe right here at Hammy Group's YouTube channel. Share the shows. Give us some likes. Tell everybody that loves professional wrestling and hasn't tuned into any good podcasts out there to check us out. Will be very much appreciated. And also subscribe to our Patreon, which is HMG'S.com/patreon.com for some extra content at $5. And of course, we got all our other shows for free, just right after the fact, man. So we got it in audio format and of course in video as well. And I want to thank everybody in the chat for joining us once again. Jeff, thank you again for the exclusives, man. We appreciate it that you do that for our show. And in turn, go check out his show and, of course, Mac Davis for JCW Backstage, All Access podcast, that is. The Backstage Lunacy Show with Jeff Lane and Mac Davis. And this past week's show is actually pretty great, man. Go check that out. I didn't watch it live, but I watched it just before, funny enough. But they are live right after Lunacy goes off the air. So, yeah, check that out also. Till next time, though, I am Jimmy T. He is Whoop Whoop Brandon. And you've been listening and watching Insanity live on Hammy Group's YouTube channel and also on the Twitch and, of course, on the Patreon after the fact. Till next time, peace out, much love, and we're out. See yous.
Look at what you started now. Carjack, heart attack. This the world podcast. TDF, BJB, banging out that back truck. JRB, make everybody back up. Strapped up, murder mitten. Honestly, it's deadly here. Ask about them juggalos, bitch. We are everywhere.
If we was in the gang, I'd be Shaggy Escobar. We be the biggest, the baddest, and the best of all. And even if you ain't an enemy, we guess you are. And slugs will end in your chest and blow the rest apart. We let the squirrels get it. Let two girls hit it at once. Splitting ends like bloods. The murder mitten will punch you like pow. I'm sugar bear, bitch, shot cow. Like Dolomite showed me, your hoe tonight blowed me. And got my dick wet before your mama rolled me. She took it in the butt, both nuts in the whole meat and clucked like a chicken. I fucked her with a 2-liter. We can both fit her dick, you see a 2-seater. But only you need a player, I don't need that. Ain't he up, ho? What you paying on the weed set? Me drama subject, not a random. Come and juggle those the game, I can't fathom. Yellow toxins of the chimney skin boiling. Flaming thunderclouds, showers of oil and sludge. Fuck, even soot in the sky, we like zombies. We gangbang, everybody you best respect us. You can't eject us, you can't reject us, you can't detect us. You won't neglect, correct, or deflect us. As a dark color,
forces. Clean modes to your green golf courses. And of course there's recourses. Necks separate from heads, divorces. Messy ones dead, not classy, Freddy Bessie, boy brands. My brood up your booty, asteroid it. Destroyed it, can't avoid that you annoyed it. If we bang, we'd have killed everybody and enjoyed
Fuck how you feel, we are family for real. But if we were a gang, then murder would be my thing. You never heard of my name, they spell it in all caps. The wickedest raw raps, I'm juggalo to the fullest. If my hoodoo don't scare them, then you catching some bullets. Guns spitting in the dark, look like lightning striking. Leave you twitching on the concrete, fighting for life and trying to figure out what the fuck you do to deserve this. Then we coming for your family at the funeral service. Now other feds nervous, thinking fuck are we next? You don't know what you facing, we are Juggalo Nation. United we stand, divided we fall. If you come against the fam, then we riding on y'all. Homie, if this was a gang, I'd have an army of niggas from 7 Mile come to your house, break your door down, snatch your ass up the couch, just start stomping you in front of your wife. Then ask that bitch she want the gun of the night. Nigga, if we was a gang, you'd be scared to walk the streets. My homies is off the chain and my dogs is off the leash. We young, black and reckless, Hatchet man, we rep this. My fam is worldwide, you better not ever disrespect us. Fans try to dissect us, doctors wanna correct us. My whole team, 17, they resurrect us. We will never feel the dark carnival protects us.
If we were a gang, I'd bash your head in nicely. You're likely to get a bit of blood stain on your fresh white tee. I might be the rudest juggalette since the 90s. Born a wicked clown, painted up so frightening. Pretty yellow teeth when I pop, see me smiling. Piggy's wicked now, watch her run, but we're persistent. Can't fuck the juggalette, she see you scrolling from a distance. Wicked with the blade, but we look so innocent. Are you lost? Tried to rape a juggalette, cause you thinking that we're soft. Put your fucking dick up in my mouth, I'll bite it off. Beautifully insane, we eat some hoes you wanna cross. Suck psychopathic till I die. Fill your body up with holes and watch the light leak from your eyes. Send your head off to your mama in a box as a surprise. And then I hide inside her bushes, taking pictures while she cries. Stabs to the throat, I slice that shit so swiftly. But the blade is rusty, so you isn't dying quickly. Got a group of hoodlums holding quarters, looking chicky. Have my let's roll through, leave them thugs extra crispy. Chicken bitch, we be hunting all night. Got my axe in my left and my 9 in my right. So who the fuck wanna fight me? If we was a gang, shit, fuck it, we might be.
Yo, if I really bang like that, you think that you would really hear me on this track? I be going all in. Squad ragged up, sending shooters to your crib. Plugging everybody that been looking kinda sideways. 6 in the morning, catch your mama in the driveway. Maybe I be throwing up my signs, day, but then I wouldn't have any time for all this rhyme say. I ain't seen a fetch since 9-8 now. They can suck what I got between my legs, man. This shit is fucking with my mind state. Why I gotta rap about defending shit that I say? Clay, rapping for the family, let's say. Southwest bread, weapon over south the west way. Click run tighter than a brutal Mars best day. If we were a gang, you'd already have your cascade. Psychopathic is a crime wave. Well, so you listen with the blog say. Open up your eyes, do it my way. As if we were a gang.
And I think you fuckers take it for granted. Cause if we were starting off, our fucking turn would be the planet. Understand it, out the sewers we crawl, painting faces and all, trading places with y'all. In any set that we saw, we be on all your blocks, taking all your spots, taking cops with glocks or slingshots with rocks. It don't matter, yo. Either way they foe, had us shattered, taking walls with your skulls and our axe blood splatter. What matters is we ain't, but they say we all around now. But if it was to be a dozen of us in my clown car, I don't try to sound harder, Violent J. You forgetting them harder than a dick up in Beyonce. Yeah, now that we a gang, they say we act like one. Okay, I pack a gun and fucking cap your son and straight bullets miss, taking out an innocent victim, blood leaking out the head. I come and lick some, yeah. Ass, we kick some bellies, we stick some, shake them, stab them, gank them and bank them, grab them hatchets. Blood is on matches, start with his toes till his whole body catches. We admire the fire and each other, it's evident. The hatchet man is the color we represent. And if somebody lose heart and start to flop, then little fishes sign the bitches that we drop. So tell the FBI I pull a death-defying stunt. Light a bloody shotgun it up your wife's cunt. Smack a fat ass up and tweak a titty nipple. If juggalos jumble, eat a fucking city cripple. You like it we don't gang bang as if we did? It wouldn't be a damn thing to split your wig if it was true. And our crew did what hatchets do. We got through the neck your head attaches to. Team 17, you living a dream. We the real shit, legit. You hoes need to quit cause we the hatchet man, bitch. You can't match its plan, bitch. Quit dreaming, jacking off. Your feeble O's whacking soft. Your whole headpiece we hacking off. Looking in his eyes, smack it and toss it, bitch. You had it, but you lost it. Even your mother knows. We the juggalos. You? Some other hoes. Take a milk bath and butter your toes, divas. We laughing, man. The hatchet man. From here to Afghanistan.